na lang sa Davao because at that time, expelled ako. Anong nanay ko nagtanong, sabi niya, Rodrigo, kailan ba ako pupunta ng Maynila? I kept assuring her that graduation was coming and as a mother, excited as I was, di ba sinihari? Sabi niya, noon kasi tawagan lang sa probinsya, you call PAL and place a reservation. Pagdating mo sa airport, bayad ka lang. That was the time and that was the environment. So, sabi niya, kung may graduation ata, nabasa ko sa newspaper. Sabi ko, sabi kasi ng pare, magulo. Magulo talaga ang Mindiola noon. We were the martial law lawyers. We took the bar under immense pressure. Every 300 meters, andoon yung Metrocom. At lahat yung matataas na buhok, ginupitan. And those were the times, so it was not really good for anything except maybe to go home and relax. Sabi ko, masabi ng pare kasi magulo ang Mindiola. And may mga pillbox kung saan-saan naglipat. Nagmisa lang kami sa Abbey Chapel at binigyan kami ng diploma na wala naman laman. Para sabihin lang ng graduate, definitely the graduation will take place. But maybe during a more somber time. Wala naman ang nanay ko. So finally, on review, the faculty sa law, San Beda, decided to pardon me and allowed me to take the bar. Kasi kung hindi na ako certified, paano makakuha that I have graduated in the course of the College of Law? So I was allowed to take the bar. I was certified as a graduate. So nakakuha ako ng bar sa awa ng Diyos. Pasa naman kami. 73, I became a lawyer. Kaya diyan ako nag-oath noon. Many years after, I don't know if they're still around, may crush kasi ako ng isang istorya lang man ito. She was that lady na makita mo doon sa St. Alsem's building. If you go up, yung babae na, I don't know if she's still around, yung babae doon nakaupo na may lunal dito. Kasi kung nandito pa sa pakasalan kita, ma'am, pag nabiyuda ka na, talagang crush kita. And every time that mag-akyat ako, tinitignan ko siya. Alam niya na may gusto ako sa kanya. Ang problema, hindi ko alam kung may gusto siya sa akin. From a distance. But she knew that I was her admirer. Yung pag-akyat mo, mayroon doong window. Parang, I don't know if it's the cashier, pero doon sa left side, paakyat. Ma'am, if you are still around, can I just maybe shake your hand? I know as teacher. So, many years after, wala man tayo after my speech, nobody talk. Oh, so would you rather that we go home? Ay, chismis muna tayo dito. Istorya mo lang itong graduation kasi. Many years after, pumunta sila sa Church of Transfiguration. You guys from San Beda, if you have time, you travel to Bukidnon. There's a church there called the Transfiguration Church. And every afternoon, yung mga monks natin kumakanta. But every time that I passed by, in the years that I was mayor of Davao, dumadaan talaga ako, makinig lang ako sa kanta nila and how they can sing. So, pumunta doon ang mga teachers, they call it immersion, I do. But the late Father Lacson was with them. Tapos usap sila na, yung sa Davao was just a few more kilometers. Davao ka na. So sabi nila, punta tayo ng Davao. Si Mayor Bedan. But at that time, I was in Taiwan. Ang problema, pagdating doon, there's a small community of Bedans. Walang, most of them are graduates of inferior schools. One in Iliman, the other one is in Padre Paura. Kukunti lang kami taga San Beda, but one of them was the Aquino family. Quite rich until now. So siya nag-blow out. So lahat ng Bedan, niyaya. Nagsiputan doon lahat. Sabi na wala man si Mayor, we will invite the mother. Di ang mama ko pumunta noon. Nung nakausap, pinakila, Father Lacson, ito yung nanay ni Mayor Duterte. Sabi ng nanay ko, Father, yung graduation nila Rodrigo. Saan ang graduation nila niya? Natuloy ba yun? Sabi ni Father Lacson, sabi ng mga nandun, natuloy. Bakit? Kasi hindi man ako napunta, there was no proper notice or anything. Sabi, why? Did your son told you the truth? Sabi ng nanay ko, ano pala ang totoo? Sabi niya na-expelled siya kasi may